sprinting away from the 1200 meter marker. Along the inside, one of the first out is Silver Song, and Stone Tiger's right there with the orange cap. Ziggy Zaggy Zoogie with the white noseband between the two of them. Tiago Real is towards the outside of that, and Hardcore has found the rail in the box seat, a perfect position, only a length and a half off them. They are followed further back by Good Rhythm. Towards the outside, Clash City Rocker, and then comes Salisbury Hill. It's compact. Racing about 3 or 4 lengths off the leader. Getaway Car's got the white cappers on the outside of Mana Santana. Scottish Blue is one of the trailers with Royce Flash, but only about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader with this tailwind behind them. Silver Song's in front. Stone Tiger the orange cap. Hardcore's the pink cap. Ziggy Zaggy Zoogie between runners. Good Rhythm's going to go through down the inside, and towards the outside Salisbury Hill. Coming to the last 200, Hardcore with the pink cap. Silver Song's right there, and Ziggy Zaggy Zoogie continues to get into the race, but it's Hardcore over the last 100 meters, and Hardcore is not for the catching. Hardcore will win it. Second place is close. Second place maybe will go to Good Rhythm, then Ziggy Zaggy Zoogie and Stone Tiger. Number 6, Hardcore, the Savannah, went to the start, not over keen, but he was alert and he wins very well. As I say, looked extremely well on the way to the start, Hardcore. And for Luke Ferraris, Dennis Dreyer, Nick Johnson, they win by just about 2 lengths. Number 5 runs second, Good Rhythm. Third to the tote favourite, number 12, Ziggy Zaggy Zoogie. And fourth to number 9, Silver Song. Further back in the run was Salisbury Hill, and then came Mana Santana. As we look at the head-on, and Hardcore only had a barrier trial, and this one is bred by Vulgarbush Drift and Maritzfontein Stud, and comes good. You'll see Luke Ferraris looks over his left shoulder, obviously still very green. Number 6 pays up R4 and 170 until the running of the second race, and the second race will start off our place accumulator back to the studio.
Nice one here for the Dreyer team. Hardcore, the son of Silvano, has come through after that barrier trial for Mr. Nick Johnson, Vulgarbush and Maritzfontein, the breeders, and of course KZN champion trainer Dennis Dreyer for last season, opening up the meeting on the Sunday. And before we even talk about matters, Den, congratulations. What an awesome function that you had to be crowned champion trainer on Friday night.
The function was unbelievable. I think really one of the best for a long time. So it shows you, Greyville, Gold Circle, we can do it. We don't have to go to the Elangeni. We can do it right here, and I think it was a hell of a good do.
And Sommerlid picking up a couple of awards as well.
Yeah, shame. She's been a soldier. She had huge problems, and it was lovely to pick up those awards.
Stuart wasn't overly confident about this horse when I interviewed him, but he did suggest that this horse will run at them at the finish.
Yeah, we expected a big run, and his work back home and his barrier trial was phenomenal, I thought. But the stables had a little bit of a hiccup, so we all do. We all have these hiccups. So it was a little bit worrying. And a big thank you to Nick. Thank God I've done something right for him of late. Hasn't been going too bloody well. And a big thanks to Mary and Jess, the Maritzfontein Vulgarbush combination. We bought him at the sales in Johannesburg of Mary's farm, and I've always rated him, so very happy for.
Of the balance of your runners, Den, you fancy anything strong?
No, we're hoping, as I say. This one seems to be over the hiccup, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes.
What about a horse like Perfect Air, Den?
Yeah, she's a runner. Hat trick, not easy. So let's hope all goes well.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, Steve.
Lovely. Dennis Dreyer. Let's get the young man in. Luke Ferraris. And Luke, as we compliment people on last season, I'd like to compliment you as well. Only recently you'd think that you started race riding, and things are going very well, especially with the traveling, racing up in Gauteng and here in KZN. You've really come well over the last few months.
Yes, I couldn't have done it without the trainer support. It's my first winner for Mr. Dreyer, so a big thank you to him, Mr. Johnson. It's always a pleasure riding for him.
The draw is always a plus at this track, and you had the horse in a perfect position on the rail.
Yeah, so we just need to get him out the gates, and when he pinged the gates nicely, we switched him off and asked him in the straight, and he quickened well.
You could see at the top of the straight that you were going so sweetly.
He was. I let him go into the straight, and when I picked him up, he responded well.
How many winners now, young man?
This is the 34th.
34. Any immediate plans for the new season, or you just take it meeting by meeting? Do you have a plan in mind?
Ride as many winners.
Well, that's a good way to start. And what about the balance of your rides, young Luke?
So I like one and next. They all got chances throughout the day.
Well, we wish you all the best, and may this be the season of your dreams, young man, because it's certainly going well for you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Well done. Luke Ferraris on number 6, Hardcore, has come through to open up the meeting. If you caught this quartet, it just paid shy of 10,000 Rand, I'm told. 6, 5, 12, and 2 is the way they cross the line here in race number 1. Up next, race number 2, place accumulator time 12:40, 20 to 1.